like to introduce you our new generation Spectre X360. So you can see here, this is the current generation we have in the market. This is the new generation we are going to announce in the market. So you can see the side-by-side comparison between two generations. 15-inch here, 15-inch here, the same active area, you will see the display content. But the major improvement we do on the new generation is that we reduce the top border and bottom border here. So you can see truly borderless full-size borderless design in the new generation. So if you put the two systems side by side, you do see the new generation actually reduce the wide dimension around 23 millimeter. So even with that 23 millimeter wide dimension reduction, we actually didn't trade off any premium user key value prop. For example, battery life. In the current generation, we claim 17-hour mobile market 14. In new generation, you still get 17-hour battery life. And you may wonder, how could we achieve that when we reduce the system dimension in the new generation? Indeed, we reduce the battery pack, it becomes smaller comparing current generation. But the magical thing is that we introduced the worldwide first low-power 4K panel in this new generation. So that's how we achieve the 17-hour battery life as the current generation. Second part is that even with this smaller box, we still offer you two flavors in this system. One is a U processor with GeForce MS graphics, and the second flavor is H processor with a new GTX graphics. So you get everything you have on the current generation in the new chassis, in the smaller footprint and the full-size narrow border design. And the thing, talking about display, Spectre 15 is always baseline is 4K, all about 4K. So you will got 3 4K flavor in our option. First one is the regular 4K, second one is the low power 4K as I mentioned earlier. Third one is, as usual, you got a best color, best display OLED 4K. So that's 3 4K we have. And not only about the 4K, we also do anti-reflection coating on our touch screen. Let me show you the difference on the anti-reflection. So you will see that this is no anti-reflection enabled. So when I put the flashlight here, you will see lots of reflection, including the blue light. And then when moving to the anti-reflection coating enable, you actually see less reflection. Also, you didn't see any blue light. So with this anti-reflection enable coating, actually it will help you to reduce the eye strain when you use the system for a while. And also, you also have to use your system not only on indoor, but also outdoor. Even indoor, imagine that in your cubicle, there's always a light above you, right? So the reflection going to the system, it makes your eye strain. And right now with this anti-reflection coating solution, you don't need to worry about that, okay? And in the OLED, we do offer HP display control. In OLED, we actually do the factory color calibration to make sure OLED color is accurate. Besides of that, in the HP display control application, we do offer user to choose different color profile. So imagine you are doing the photo editing, and if you didn't do any color calibration, this is the original color, and the color might look a little bit oversaturated. But if you put into the website as RGB, actually this is the real color it should be. It's a little bit pale, but this is the correct and the precise color. Imagine if you're doing Adobe photo editing in Photoshop. This is the color you see if you don't do any calibration or choose the right color profile. But in Adobe Photoshop, we use in Adobe RGB. So if we switch to Adobe RGB, actually you show the correct color. So just make sure before you starting to do your artwork in your Adobe application, make sure you switch to the right Adobe color profile. Same case, when you play back the Netflix, make sure you see the right content from Netflix. You should switch to the movie mode, which is support DCI-P3 color profile to make sure the color you see from your display is exactly color Netflix trying to deliver to you. Okay. Another good feature is that we do the hotkey keyboard hotkey for our HP Command Center. As you know, our HP command center is good for to adjust your thermal profile. So in the default shipping, it's go with the HP recommend mode. It's a balance between performance, acoustic, and the chassis temperature. But some people may say, I want to drive higher power, higher performance. So you can choose the performance mode actually to make system boost up. And some people say, hey, I'm in the library, or the thing I care is about the quiet, it's about the cool. So you can switch it to the comfort mode. So that's the HP command center help you to adjust your performance based on your needs. And also second part is that in HP command center, we have a network booster. The network booster will help you to set a prioritization on your application. So imagine if you play back a Netflix, you want to make sure Netflix streaming is smooth and not lagging. So you should set Netflix application as a high priority, and rest of applications should set a low priority to make sure that all Wi-Fi bandwidth will allocate to Netflix as a high priority, and rest of just a second priority. So your Netflix video streaming will be very smooth. We believe that talking about performance is not all about CPU or about graphics, but network connectivity is very important, because nowadays every system needs to be connected. So network booster will allow you to set the priority based on your lifestyle, based on your needs, to make sure the system works better for your life. And also on the keyboard, we also provide a new function. As you may know that in current generation, we already offer a webcam kill switch right here. So you turn on the webcam, it's kind of circuit breaker. You will kind of shut off the webcam power. So it will allow people without hacker won't hack your webcam. But right now in this new generation, we also add a new microphone here on the keyboard for you to conveniently to switch on and off the microphone. So just imagine sometimes when we have a conference call with a colleague or clients, and somebody say, hey, please mute your microphone, and sometimes it's a very messy process to open the application and mute the microphone, right? Right now it's very easy, just turn it on and off, then you can just shut it down on the microphone. Very easy. New Spectre 15 is the same as the current generation. Talking about a peace of mind security feature, not only have a fingerprint reader, but also we have another Windows Hello feature, which is IR webcam here. So you have both Windows Hello mechanism for login, and also we keep the same core speaker. So you have a dual speaker here, another dual speaker here and here. And talking about the design, which is the very important spirit for this design, for this Spectre 15, we have a gem card ID in the corner. So you will see this is a gemstone ID, the gem card here, there's a corner gem card here. And this gem card only could be done by the CNC process, because we need to be very precise in the corner. So when you plug in the USB-C cable here and you rotate the hinge, the cable won't be stuck here. So it's all about a precise angle. So that's the only reason. That's also the only reason we need to do by CNC chassis, CNC process to achieve that. And we have both blue color and the 94 black color available as current generation. Same in the corner, we do the diamond card. So you will see the diamond card around this Spectre 15. And talking about the I/O port, you have two USB-C Thunderbolt. Depends on the SKU. Some SKU might be one Thunderbolt, some SKU might have two Thunderbolts, but you have two USB-C ports and one USB-A port. And also you have got the conventional HDMI 2.0 port here, and the audio jack as usual. And you got the fan inlet here and the fan outlet aside. But if you look at the sideband, you will see we on purposely do the fan outlet below the diamond card. So in the sideband, you should see a very alignment diamond card here, and don't see the fan outlet on the buttons. So you can see how carefully we're trying to design and refine the Spectre 15. Spectre 15, as the introduction earlier, we do care design, we do care performance, we do care battery life, everything about premium user focus we do care. And one more important thing on 15 is about productivity. Talking about portability, keyboard is very important. So Spectre 15, the keyboard is with a backlight keyboard, and the travel on this keyboard is a 1.5mm travel. So that's the thing we won't compromise and trade off. And the total system Z height is around sub 20mm, is a 19.95mm, and weight is about 2 kilograms. Let's see more detail on what's inside on the system. So you can see that this is a Win 10 OS, and you will have a 2 CPU, as I mentioned earlier. We got a 10 Gen U processor. You will go with NVIDIA GeForce MX graphics, and edge processor will go with NVIDIA new GTX graphics. And this memory will support True DIMM and up to 32 gigabytes. SSD will support up to 2 terabyte storage, and we also support Intel Titan Glacier in this system. So the battery, as I mentioned earlier, because the system got smaller comparing current generation, so battery pack becomes smaller. It will be a 73 watt-hour battery pack, but again, it still keep the same 70-hour battery life because low power 4K panel. Okay. And we also, in this new Spec 15, we also support new pen, Microsoft Pen Protocol 2.0, and new pen will be available when the system is available in the market. And with the new pen, there will be a real hardware report rate is 260 Hertz, so it will reduce pen latency versus the current generation. Also, because the pressure report rate is higher, around 4K level, so it will help you when you do the tilt. The color transition will be much smoother than current generation. Also, in the new pen, the battery life is really good. If you use 2 hours per day, the pen battery life will keep around a month. The 30 days battery life compared to current gen is awesome. Yeah. And this product will be available, should be in the back to school this year, and the starting price will be $15.99 in the market.